Yo, so this is Fellowship Podcast. I'm Andre Kinte, typical host of the show. This is just a quick update, not a full scale episode, but I'm just kind of touching base with the people real quick, just to let them know that we have, some new things coming out this year. I know we're in May, and it's been a while since I touched base with the people, but just to let you know, we've just been doing some upgrades, some additions, things of that nature. But then also to building the brand, and just the back scope of everything. So yeah, this is me just kind of touching base and just kind of, giving that update, giving that feedback, to just what's been going on. I will be shooting an actual podcast, my typical solo podcast. They will be new and improved and upgraded and all that good stuff. So just look out for that. And so like I said, this is just me just tapping in with the people. Want to know how y'all doing. Hit the YouTube, like, share, follow, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about some, just some new things going into this next season. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope the stuff that I've been at least posting so far has been good, and just again sharing just life and life experiences and just my travels and adventures and all that good stuff. And I just really want to give you guys like a good insight on, what God's been doing in my life, and definitely want to continue that in this next season. Definitely more to come. I appreciate everybody who's been, tuning in, following, and even just giving honest feedback of just what they would like to hear, want to hear, have heard, yada, 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 all of that. I know that there's always some weird, script and some weird, just how the branding and marketing of people's podcasts have been over the last, 5-10 years, and the advancement and social media and all the different little, the glitz and the glam. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I like to shoot it raw and keep it just 100, because I think at the end of the day, a lot of us out here watching social media, we're just like this. You know what I mean? There's nothing, better, no worse. I know we're attracted by the eye to just how things look, whatever. But you know what? I tend to lean more on the substance than on what's popular, what's being used, and, all of that. So I just want to keep it simple, keep it basic. I hope, people appreciate that, at least about my cast, that it's really just me, and I'm just kind of sharing my thoughts. I'm sharing my experiences, highlighting, just what God, like I said, what God's been doing in my life, what I hope to see him do going forward in certain instances. But then also at the end of the day, it's really about, growing, and, all my messages and all my, pods have been, otherwise just growth aspects of just, what's been going on in my heart, in my mind, and just in the world around me for the most part. And so I really hope more than anything that people just relate to the information. It's cool. Be free to dissect it. If you have questions, drop those in the comments always. But my goal is always to at least, just speak from the heart for the most part. Like, I'm not trying to, be anything that I'm not. And I'm definitely not putting out stuff that, again, I'm like a small, like 0.0 or 0.00000 on the scale of, anything that's even, on, YouTube, or, whatever social media app you have. I'm nothing. But for those who, again, are in that same place that I am, I'm just trying to meet where you're at. So, for all the nothings and the have nots and the who's out there, this podcast is for you. So, yeah, man, Fellowship Podcast. I appreciate you guys for, tuning in, sticking with me, writing it out. Definitely some new things coming up, developing. So yeah, just, I look forward to what I can present. And also some things musically coming out, things that are already existing. Check out, Kingdom at Hand records. We got, some singles out. My dude, Man Your Post, just dropped his single, about a month ago. So definitely, peep that out. I don't want to give too much away because we have some stuff that we're going to be launching, but Kingdom at Hand is going to be the record label officially, that we're operating, from under. Fellowship Podcast is a entity connected to that. Also to Nick Hebert, Trading Post, podcast is also connected as well. And then, together we are going to form, the Kingdom, at Hand, record label official podcast. We don't have a title as of yet, but we will be discussing what the working title will be. So we'll present that shortly. So, look out for that. There's definitely going to be, a lot of information, but we're really going to gear that podcast to more conversational, theological, and musically, inclined conversations for the most part. Whereas, my podcast is really directed to just, actualization, reflection, testimonial. His podcast, Trading Post, is more or less the exchange of ideas, and also same thing, reflecting on just thoughts and subjects of what's happening in the world right now. And then, we're going to kind of combine the two ideas into the one, which is the Kingdom at Hand podcast, which will kind of be a little bit more, music emphasis. However, we are going to keep and maintain, just because we're both faith, based, individuals who love the Lord, and we strive to present the gospel and live it out in a specific manner that God is asking us to. And so, with our podcast together, we're really leaning on, the theology and the basis of, positional faith. Like, what has God called you to? In our case, music, as well as, again, structurally, I do Bible studies as well, both individual, group studies. So we want to start pulling back some of those layers, you know what I mean? Where his gift is the gift of music, and, he's definitely been called to that. And so we just want to highlight those, specifics, and really reflect on that, and really bring certain things to the table that in our generation right now, currently, we're really not talking about, and so that's another lane that, Kingdom at Hand is really all about. It's really bringing to the forefront the things that have been lost and forgotten in translation, and everything in between that we, obviously God is speaking to us, and, things that are just divinely discerned, and also, revealed in revelation. So look out for that. We appreciate everybody, just tuning in and really rocking with us. We got something new that we're going to bring to the table, and, and if not something new, just something, maybe a little bit more in depth for those who want a little bit more depth in their daily dose of social media. So anyhow, y'all be peace. Y'all be easy out there. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys soon. Late.